Oh, hey. I'm just gonna restart the music. Oh, oh. This is 23. How is everyone?
Adequate.
Okay. Doing some homework in the background.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I mean, that's...
Oh, I have
It
my
actually
thumb and my
has...
finger on my vape.
It has been a while. Few weeks, so... I'm not gonna be mean and be like, hey, do you guys know what you did last week? Or last session?
Well, I know what we did last session.
I just know that not everyone's been here. It's okay. You guys
Hey, so
took...
how do I scroll out on a laptop? Because I don't have a mouse right now.
It's a mouse wheel. You just two fingers slide at the same time, slide out. Should be.
Oh yeah, it's slide upwards. All right, thank you.
No problem. Where we last left our heroes, they had just taken over the city of Glass, appointed a few of the dwarves as representatives and everything like that, and then haven't left just yet. But Laurel wants to actually come with you guys to the town. New NPC for town.
Can I
Or well, your
do a
little
charisma
camp.
check for a pickup line?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Stop.
As in spirit?
Oh, hold on.
You
What-
turned into a bard and then you just became... oh, never mind.
Yes,
to
I
be-
have to
hold on.
fall underneath the stereotypes. Unlike you, which is cringy.
I don't even think we've asked the question.
Not
What race
cringy.
is Laurel? I don't know what they are.
Are they of age?
Yeah.
They're older than my character is.
Say less. Would I know which one is Laurel? Or
In front of you with their name.
okay, I'm gonna.
It's the Wally.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot about
don't say
Swamp
that.
Feet and how unpleasant he looks.
Don't say that, Victor. Come on now.
Oh yeah,
I-
Swamp Feet. Don't worry about him. He's just
Oh, I forgot about that.
All right.
stares into your soul.
Shit. Oh god, dude, it's so hard to do this on laptop. Hey, you're cute. Let's go to dinner sometime. That's a rip. Oh,
You suck at this.
As much as I would normally be interested. Not looking for anything at the moment. But I am
Thank you.
flattered.
I'm not gonna pause
Uh,
the music because I cannot
she-
hear shit. Okay, there we go. Okay, as you were saying.
She is probably an elf.
Problem.
Not.
Can I make a medicine or a nature check to determine?
Yeah. I mean, her ears are covered. It's gonna be really hard to tell off of like certain characteristics. She could be.
That's some bullshit.
So with a 27,
As I said, she's probably some form of human elf or other or as you cannot tell if they have ears or like what their ears look like or like certain features that are not directly noticeable. She doesn't seem to have a tail. She doesn't seem to have any like funky extra stuff. She doesn't seem like a tiefling. The things in her hair are just accessories, and her hair is very poofy and covers her features. But based
She
on
also
the
has weird
age she has,
eyelashes.
based on the age, and yes, she is older than her character. You believe she's probably more than likely an elf or a half elf, based on how old she is, yet by how old she looks. Or she could be a gnome. You just are a really tall gnome. You have no idea.
Well, how tall are they is the question. I don't think we established that.
Compared to all of you, she, besides Victor, she's like, how tall is Victor again? Sorry.
I'm a
5 feet.
dwarf.
Okay, she's slightly taller than Victor by like and a few inches.
I mean,
Oh,
she
right.
could be a half gnome.
I forgot
mean,
Victor's
that-
like tall and thin for a dwarf, so he
Yeah.
like, just looks like a really short human.
I'm gonna grab Phil by the horn and just go, come with me. I'm just gonna drag him over here.
Oh,
Drag who?
Phil.
you.
Why?
And I'm going to turn to him and go, okay, we need to get one thing
Oh,
straight.
He gets
if you're gonna be
mad.
dragging anything, you best be making a check, motherfucker. You dragging shit. Strength?
I just want to fucking roll. Okay, whatever. I don't do that, I guess.
Hold on.
Fuck my
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah, well, bring it up normally next time.
I
Say
just
something.
want to.
Don't be like drag.
I just want to fucking have a fun roleplay moment. God damn it. Sorry.
You could just tug their shirt. Hey, let's talk.
That's too polite for Phil.
That is too polite for Belliath.
Fair point. I mean,
Yes,
she
I'll
could
never-
still be holding on to your horn. You're just not going anywhere.
Can we make
I help you?
Phil, can we make something clear here?
Hmm.
Can you stop flirting with everything that has tits?
Nope.
Why? Why? It just makes you look like a knob.
I don't
I don't have.
care.
See, sorry,
Semantics.
Belliath, but if you look at my pockets and by the emptiness of my normal pockets, my last fuck seemed to have fallen out in our last dungeon together.
Stop being
I'm
a dickhead.
really sorry for this last incident, but I just really could not give a fuck. It just
Stop being a
disappeared.
dickhead. Stop being a dickhead. Okay?
No, you.
I would appreciate also if you would, not flirt with them.
I can't help it. It has tit. I have a flu.
Swumi is going to lead it. She is at least. She has been a druid since before I even started my initiations. I don't know how old she is,
Fair play.
but she's probably at least. Could I estimate their age with that nature check? Like, if they are a longer living species.
If they are a longer living species, you believe they're still like, still young, but like past maturity, like quite past maturity, almost reaching like their prime. It seems for their
And compared to Phil,
well, Phil is young-ish, if I remember correctly.
I think I'm like.
he is young for an elf,
Yeah,
or
young for them.
it does not list an age in his biography.
No, it does not.
That is unfortunate.
Very.
I remember this conversation. We'd have to re-go through the stuff, but I think
If I remember-
like, slightly older than Belliath, but like not
I
old.
think none of you are in like other than Swumi being like would be tech.
Teenagers?
Yes, Swumi would technically be the oldest by years, but Phil, if I remember correctly, you were like not as old as Shumi or Victor, but more like with Belliath. Yeah, but I think
Belliath
a
will
little
is
note-
older.
almost 30.
Yeah,
I
I
will
thought
note
he was
Victor's-
early 30s. I thought.
Victor's
Oh, wait,
age is a
did we level
guess.
up last time?
No.
We don't know Victor. We have not asked Victor how old he is.
The age on his sheet is just a random number. He doesn't even know how old he is.
I mean,
So-
we could just ask
Lycerus.
how old he is. They are siblings, even though he doesn't remember it.
Yeah,
That
Victor
is 100%
looks like a
true.
young dwarf, but dwarves don't age really
Wait.
visually at all. They just gray and wrinkle.
And grow beards that are very nice and full and beautiful and hairy.
Yeah, Victor also looks particularly younger because he shaves. What a weirdo.
You're not supposed to do that as a dwarf. That's not allowed.
This segment is
Have you
sponsored
ever
by
seen a
Manscaped.
clean-shaven
Have you heard of
dwarf?
the Lawnmower 3.0?
Shut.
I mean, Lycerus shaves. It's not that weird.
I will stab you.
Come on.
I will.
Well, Droogan has a point.
Man, it's
not
time that we have a
uncommon.
talk about your BO and your hair. Even the Lawnmower 3.0.
Would you stop? You will actually get us in trouble.
Yes. All right. With stand for a sec. Yes. Lycerus could actually tell you.
Is it
you were-
Lycerus?
Lycerus, yes.
I thought it was Lycerus.
Listerine.
All I'm gonna say is I deserve to have some fun. Alright. So I'm gonna flirt with at least 50% of the stuff that I see. Solid 50.
Flip a coin. I don't care.
Exactly. Exactly. A solid 50. I gotta have some sort of satisfaction. It's either that or I'm gonna use the
You're just
void
channeling
reader.
your horniness through D&D.
No, actually I'm channeling my horniness through one night stands at a pub.
Oh no. I think that's somehow worse.
I'm trying to have fun. Let me have fun. Oh yeah. It's fucking 11:21 p.m.
Sorry about that. Had to quickly go do something. But Lycerus could tell you that you're older than her, but like, a decade, and she's like her early 20s.
Oh, so Victor is actually younger than he thought.
Yeah. Because yeah, they're actually quite young.
The guess I put down was 49.
Oh wow. So it's more like 34, 35.
Flint is 19 in rat years.
Like that. That's
I mean, I think
What?
Phil's original age was supposed to be like
Oh.
69 or something, because funny number, but then I was like, no.
Tieflings just live to be. Oh no, tieflings are elves in this setting. I forgot. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that.
mostly elves,
They-
yes.
Wait, so what's the max stage for a tiefling in this setting?
It's the
Yeah,
same as an elf.
About 300.
Yeah, hundreds of years. elves aren't even considered adults until they're like 50 if they're in like mainstream elven culture. But you're a
Alright.
tiefling, so you
Just
probably
for
would
an
be.
age of like
So yeah, no, literally, Swumi is the oldest person in this party, both in age and maturity. The actual adult surrounded by teenagers.
I don't know. I think Victor's pretty mature.
27.
Yes, but is that because Victor is the Victor, or is that because Victor was mature before that happened?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Split 42
These are the
because
questions
it's
we must
been-
ask ourselves and more on today's podcast.
And this is why you give yourself amnesia, folks. Fan
Exactly.
theories.
Fan. Spell. Right. Okay. Now, you guys can leave the city of Glass now. One of you wanted to go and visit some old friends, I guess.
Acquaintances that we made. We've been
Aren't I
forgetting
supposed
to give them
visit,
something
like
back.
that chick with like the venom?
What?
What?
Yeah, like the snake chick.
They're in the city of metal, and you handled that during the last downtime.
Yeah. Good date so far.
Oh, did I do good?
Oh, you're talking about the doctor from the tower.
The Yuan-Ti.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
He's hit on so many people, I don't even remember. Like, those all blending together.
Because I also had like a really good role on like that chick at the main town.
You mean our boss, who is twice
Yeah.
your age?
Who I'm supposed to go on a date with?
She's also dead. I think she got eaten by a dragon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
No, that's me making fun of Nikki. She used that art in a character in my campaigns and then get immediately eaten by a dragon.
Oh.
Don't do that to me, bro. Don't
It's
fucking
What?
not a joke.
you fucking ass.
Hold on.
Fucking damn it.
That was my necromancer here.
Don't do that.
Oh wait,
Two
he's
seconds.
coming with us. We were taking the funny astral elf man.
Hmm?
Th-
Maida?
yes.
Woogie. Alright, so you guys are heading to the temple first before you guys head to the
The library?
The
library. Sorry. I don't know
To
why
the
I
library.
I named it temple. I haven't changed this map since.
Zoom
Just
out again.
ignore
Damn it.
ignore all of the metal parts because that's not here anymore.
Wait,
I
is
would
this
have
the
thought the
same
metal
place
would
where I
have still
sold the
been here
hands
because
to?
it hasn't reached this part of the. Never mind.
It's possible.
No, like I really don't remember. Is this the same place that I sold the brain and the hands to?
Yes.
That is
The
correct.
people here were the ones that they wanted like spellcaster pieces. I don't remember which guy it was. It might have been all of them.
It was a chick
It-
at the back.
it-
I remember now.
It was one specific person who wanted parts of psionic creatures.
Was it psionics? I thought it was spellcasters.
They were interested
what?
because it was Gith.
What happened to
Uh,
my?
Yes,
Oh,
I
never mind.
it-
I have a shard mine decapitated hand.
It was
Head.
the Katurna.
They were in the back.
It was,
the
it
back.
It
was
was in
the
the
chick
purple
on the back.
section.
Yeah,
Because I have a head that I need to give to her.
the fox lady.
That sounds right. And there was also a Warforged back there, and the Warforged wasn't really talking much, so I think it was probably her. So those are the only two people who were back there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk
Ah,
past.
yes, we have the funny spirit.
Briefly.
Welcome back.
Wait, where's
Oh, newcomers.
hello, I have someone I have to say hi to.
Oh fuck!
Please don't take from the library, unless you have permissions.
Do I know what this creature is?
It is a shadow.
Yeah, I gathered that.
It is a creature that seems to be magically connected to this library, slash its protector.
I will scratch
Would
under his
it-
chin.
It's like the building's familiar.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah. I will scratch under hers, its chin.
yes.
Does it have a chin?
Technically under the mask.
I thought the mask was like on the side. Because like, is it looking to the left, or is the mask just on the side of its
Looking to the left.
formless head?
It's looking to the left, and it's part of its. It would be its upper part of its jaw.
Okay. I just assumed that it like didn't have a face, and the mask was just like sitting on the side of its head.
But yeah, Belle will give it scritches because she thinks it's cute, and just go, thank you.
Oh fuck, where's Zelot?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zalak from the void. But
Ah! He keeps dying.
just snap my. Oh wait, did he die last time? I don't remember.
Yeah,
did.
no,
Yeah.
he
It would've
got
taken us a
fucking
day to get here.
one-shot.
You got slammed by an AoE.
Yeah, I remember.
I feel healthy now.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm gonna zoom. Welcome back. You all have been
Hey.
quite busy the past few months.
I come bearing a gift, but
Another?
yeah, I do have something to say beforehand. Be careful. Ah. I don't even have anything to say for this. That roll just completely fucked me.
You still don't have the rogue thing.
Sorry?
You still don't have the rogue thing that makes all your bad rolls into 10s. Feels bad.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I had a really good pickup
they
line,
still
but
need
now I
one
just
more
forgot
level
it.
in row.
Yeah. That's a nice mask.
But it's only for things they're proficient in.
We should have sake sometime.
That's definitely a 12.
This is painful.
Do I take 1d4 cringe damage?
If you want, yeah.
Anyways, I brought you an intact shod mine head.
I'll take 2 because I'm resistant to cringe.
Fucking what?
Fucking damn it.
Resistant to cringe.
I'm sorry. Why is Zelok taking damage? Zelok is dying.
Too stupid to cringe.
I had him selected.
Total resistance.
As you come back to this temple, there isn't as many, or the same fellows that you saw here are still here, but they seem a little bit more lively and running around for the most part.
I'm just gonna present that head to her.
Another shot, another scion mind.
This be a gift?
Thank you.
If you perhaps teach me some things with the sword that I have?
Which one?
The katana.
Oh,
I'm already proficient with the other
Okay.
sword.
right.
Never mind.
Hmm.
Because that way I can get mastery with a katana.
This'll take time.
Time's all I have.
Fair enough. Baraka will lift her head up. Ah, little Aquato is back. Oh, may we assist you again?
Well, hold on, let me find the item in my inventory. Where did it go? There it is.
Wait, do I still have an inspiration?
I
No, I
came
don't.
to return this.
Ah,
Do you have an overdue fee?
oh, what?
I'm joking.
What's overdue fee?
It's don't.
Minus one.
Is that
It's a
the Grand
scat-
Bazaar thing?
It's a
Minus
Scalicdominion.
one.
It's a Scalicdominion thing. You wouldn't
Minus
get it.
one.
Ah, alright. So, the gar. Oh, it's empty. Didn't
Oh
think
no,
you'd-
it's very full.
Oh, right. It was empty.
We killed a lot of people.
It was empty. And it was full again. Just gonna look at you. Be like, I'm surprised it's full.
Our
Did you?
lot of cannibals.
Did you even use it?
Yes.
A lot, actually.
Hmm.
Lot of dead cannibals.
Lot of
Oh.
cannibals.
Ah, I see. I refilled it, so wonderful. Just put it on the side. Well, thank you for returning the gold. I hope it proved useful.
Well, it restarted the landlines, and the metal is being removed. Slowly.
I've noticed little bits here and there coming back.
Hasn't fixed the animals affected by it, though.
They're harder to fix that.
I'm sorry,
shoot.
we didn't actually. I don't think we have met.
I do see two of you that are new to this place.
Belliath.
She'll stand up. I am Murak. I am other members here's leader. We are emissaries from the Crystal Empire.
Belliath von
I'm-
Sheldra.
But I heard you mention the Skellig Dominion. Are you a threat?
No. No, not to you.
Good.
Of her own family, yes.
That's
Debatable.
Bruh.
Swumi.
Debatable.
Inaccurate.
Swumi. Be quiet.
Um,
Anyway, yes, if you mean me no harm, I mean you no harm.
I
Don't
don't
go
mean
into that.
harm. We are here just to protect the archive, get it back. We're close, actually. But unfortunately, we don't have a crystal tree or sapling or shards even from their fruit. The only thing we cannot do is actually get this thing off the ground. We have everything else in place.
Off the ground?
Mhm.
What do I know about the Crystal Empire?
Floating cities using
Floating
magic, mostly from the crystal
Uh,
trees and stuff.
I'll-
That's
I'll
why
just-
it was
I'll just lean in.
very, very hard to even like locate their capital, because no one knew where it was, because it was hiding in the sky.
Yeah, so I'll lean over the Victor and go, everything they have floats.
Everything?
Everything. The cities, the
Everything,
people,
even the
everything.
women.
Yes, actually.
I don't think that's
Occasionally, it depends on if you have an
You know,
enchantment or not.
that gives me an
It's a
idea.
big experience.
I mean, if you haven't made use of zero gravity braziers, you're just missing out. I mean, it feels like an undersight.
I didn't even mean to roll yet.
You
it's not even the
Cease.
right check.
Not even the right check.
It's really hard to navigate this on a laptop.
Get a mouse.
I can't plug it in. It's downstairs.
What?
Wait, I thought it was a charisma ability check.
it's
It-
persuasion.
It uses charisma, but you have way better roll for actual persuasion than you do for normal charisma.
I've been using persuasion this whole time. I mean charisma this whole time. Oh,
See?
Oh,
A 3 becomes a
Hey.
15.
Uh,
well, now I gotta come with one that's like 15.
still bad, but
No one takes it. I hate it here.
she.
I'll just do
Well-
finger gun.
It all depends on their inoculation. Crystal rod inserts that grant people power and other
Rod
abilities.
inserts. God damn.
oh,
She will
great.
she'll actually stand up and take off her mask, and you will see that one of her eyes is just a freaking crystal eye.
Damn, baby, you cute.
And she will put it back on.
Phil,
This allows me to see through forms, as well as seeing, well, a little further in the dark than most.
Thumbs up.
She explains it as she has true sight. It is a great honor to get these inoculations. Generally, the elves and humans of nobles tend to, or even sometimes of the tribes. It's a honorary thing, even given to people who are not even citizens. Few times we have given it to warriors and adventurers that have helped our people.
what would you have to do to gain this synoculation? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Something grand for the Empire that the Emperor deems most worthy. A group of adventurers about a year ago uncovered our old twin cities, and for that we granted them inoculation of their choosing. Some took, some not. Not everyone is up for modifications of the body. A lot of the Onikin that roam the deserts, as well as some of the gnolls and other beings that roam the wastes, generally just not accept it and prefer their natural bodies and strengths. Right. That's enough about my people. What? Is there anything else you came
So-
here for? Us?
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
with all the brains that I've donated here, would I also have to like perhaps pay money to have this anything
It
done?
it's less of a you buy, you have to
Earn,
earn.
whether through birthright or honor.
You
He
did
doesn't have much of that.
mention requiring crystals to power this place up. I will pull out the giant chunk of crystal that came off of the warden.
Oh, the crystal hat.
Yes. Would something like this work?
Looks, stares. There. Oh. I mean, I guess you can in this light. You can see her narrow her eyes under her mask. That's strange. Haven't seen the crystal that big before. It looks like it would fit on.
It was being used to.
Oh, baby, we're full of surprises.
I will. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't hit him with the crystal. Bad things happen
Yeah, exactly.
To him or to you?
to him. He's psionic.
That's bad.
It turns psionics into shard mine.
Yeah, Phil is very psionic.
Yes.
Indeed, I am. So don't fucking do that.
I don't quite know where this came from. However, it did convert a rather powerful scion into a equally powerful shard mine.
Like me.
Perhaps this crystalline curse amplified dangerously. Be something to look into. I'm not sure if that would help us lift our place back to its position, but we can help research what it can help with. What it
And if you-
actually does. And perhaps be able to reverse it.
I mean, there is the weird tree that we found on the. There's the weird tree I traded for. But I was going to plant that at the temple.
Weird tree? What do you mean?
It was about, we'll hold hand at about knee height, about that big, green, looked like it was made out of jagged crystals.
Little, she's like intently listening in. That sounds familiar. Do you have said tree with you?
I don't think I brought it with me. It would have been left. It would have been temporarily planted.
I have an interjection. You said that these crystalline trees could bear fruit, yes?
Yes.
If we were to plant this back at our settlement, could we perhaps donate the fruit to you so that you could grow your own? Would that work?
You have crystal trees?
We're not sure if it's the type of crystal tree that you are familiar with, or if it's the type of crystal tree, or if it's another kind. We just, according to Swumi, we have a tree made of jagged green crystal.
Yes, but I was going to plant that back at the shrine with the other one.
There is... Our forest was completely ignited, so any trees that were once in the dead, or what is now the Deadlands, is no more. Besides the ones that were once in the city, and places we, as a kingdom, gifted to others. Like the Myriad Kingdom at one point in time. But they may be spread around through thieves stealing, raiding from probably the devils. and demons that still lay about that city now.
Look at Zelok.
He's
Is that thing a
munching on a
demon?
He's an
book.
aberration.
Not
No.
technically.
No.
He's an aberration, yes. He's just...
Not technically a demon.
no. Not
I'm
technically.
more concerned that he's trying to eat a book.
Oh my god, he is. Stop. That is not... What even book is... How to cook ramen? What is ramen?
No.
This is not... This is not food.
History check.
I think ramen is like a ancient desert god of the sun.
No, ramen is what happens whenever you.
Don't. I know where
this
you're
one
going
is
with this.
this one is teas and various ways of how to prepare for ceremonious things.
Zelok, did you think that it contained the things on the title? Yeah, get that other one out of your mouth.
Oh, I remember now. Oh, ramen isn't actually a anything to do with that. It's just the customary response for when a woman sends you a nude portrait.
That seems like a lot
I'm
of effort.
surrounded by idiots, and it pains me.
You get your
I
hot
went to
nudes.
Your fingers together.
You get your hot nudes and respond with your ramen.
Fucking damn.
It's canon. We have just created nude canon.
I don't think it can be as bad as like a whole group working together to create their mage guild to make their salute dabbing.
I'm fucking sorry.
My party in my first campaign had an opportunity to incept a entire nation's noble population and give all of them a shared dream, and they did a talent show where they performed Renai circulation.
The fuck is that?
It's a song from an anime.
Open circulation.
I don't want it. It's probably quite cringe. Or funny. Queen. Is there anything else? If you do manage to bear fruit, preferably we'd like the fruit that has saplings, so we can plant more eventually. But
Yes.
a fruit for us to be able to bring this place back to where it should be would be most generous.
Yes. I will just say, I'll turn to the rest of the party and just go, we aren't in a hurry, are we, to get back to Hope?
I mean,
Nikki, I got a question. So since
I
I
mainly
fucked
just-
up on the roll
Just
with the checkup,
just a second.
Can you wait a second,
But-
Phil?
I mainly just came here to return the gourd and to do something else.
Omi, you made a mistake. You brought me to a library.
libraries are Phil's thing.
Don't
They're
try
also
to leave.
my thing.
Don't try to leave the library with books. Otherwise, Shadow will sick on you.
Hold on one
Alright.
second. I'd like to pick up Zelok and lightly squeeze his abdomen to try and see if he's actually eaten any books.
All his flaps go all out, and you just hear squeak.
Yeah, he does that.
I empty.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
Listen, they don't have organs. He does have. It's hard to explain. Anyway, if it is all right with you, Miss Maraka, I would like to peruse your archive a tiny bit.
Squeezes. Sorry, Oh,
I don't.
nom.
What?
He's just gonna eat.
Tail.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah,
It
Zelak
doesn't-
just
it
like
doesn't hurt.
starfishes onto the
It's
tail.
you don't notice. You won't notice it for a little bit
Hey, Nikki.
until you. Well, after a moment, your tail feels a little heavier than normal. But at the moment, you're talking to Maraka, right? And yes,
Yes.
what was that? What's up, Phil?
Since I did the wrong roll for the persuasion check of this chick, can I re-roll?
Hmm. You already used it. You already rolled it.
No, the chick above. I did the
Oh.
wrong roll.
It
Oh.
would have been a 6 plus 12. That's an 18.
So I would have succeeded with this chick up here then.
Yeah, whatever.
So can I redo my pickup line then?
You can do another pickup line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Could you?
Fine.
Okay, cool.
Eh.
Damn, baby. Are you the acid to my alkaline? Because we got chemistry.
What is alkaline?
I have no right to fucking steal your spleen. I swear to God.
What is alkaline?
I will be very surprised if she gets that joke. I think Phil's the only one who would be able to get that. He's the only one with fucking alchemy supplies.
Everyone else here is a fantasy character. Phil is just from Jersey.
He is an alchemist. I am not an alchemist, but I understand nature stuff.
You would have said
Phil-
that to Maraka.
Phil gets that
or-
No, I
joke.
would've
He's
said
an
that- I would've
alchemist
said that
who's
to Sorrel Whisperer.
trained
The
under
hot
fucking
chick with the
Zariah.
mask and the tails.
If you would have
Well,
asked,
he was trained in a
any
drug
of-
lab.
if you would have said that to any one of the other ones, no, wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, but she...
Whether this is
Reasonable.
fortunate or unfortunate, she actually does understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dies of cringe.
Fancy yourself a scientist?
Indeed I do, milady. Maybe we could conduct some chemistry?
Can't
Oh,
believe
no.
you just used Milady unironically.
This... I have too much work to be doing right now. Not for distractions. But if you're willing to actually do experiments and try things, make new substances, come back here when you have free time.
Did she just offer to make drugs with him?
Not drugs.
Turning
no,
his
no.
floppy disk into a hard drive.
Yeah, exactly. She's turning my floppy disk into a hard drive.
Computers don't exist.
Yes, they do. There's a Warforged in the corner.
Okay.
We don't know that.
A55 one in. You literally walk past them. They are a computer.
Not
We
really.
don't know. We don't know that.
They're
Alright.
they're golems powered by crystals and souls.
But yeah, I am going to
This
peruse
is-
the archive.
This
I'm
is
going to make sure that Zelak doesn't eat anything.
A551N is actually a older model that, despite being free and everything, chooses
back.
to stay with the Crystal Empire in their service. A lot of other Warforged quit their service or lost in service, or they were released from their thing during the war and went crazy,
Oops.
accidentally creating a god in their eyes. They think they created the god, at least.
I was going to do one other thing while I was here.
Mhm.
So, you mentioned the first time that I was here, you weren't born a tiefling, and that this was afflicted onto you, correct?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to try something. Nikki, would it be remove curse or greater restoration to cure infernal blood?
I upcasted. Remove curse.
Good thing I have war spells. So, she's going to reach out for one of her.
Just a sec before you do that.
Oh no.
She'll hold up her hand and be like, "What are you doing?" Before you try anything, I want to know what you're doing and what is gonna happen.
Well, you mentioned that this affliction was forced on you by Amarius. I can attempt to remove it. You revert back to what you were before.
I see danger in that. I am unsure what it would do to me if I were to return to myself, if I've lost memories. What if I lose all the current memories I've gained while cursed? Give me some time to think about it, and I may take you up on this offer later on.
I mean, can I make an Arcana check to see if that would be the case?
This isn't something you would particularly know. It's not something you've ever tested or tried. Sorry, I just started reading the chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What chat? I'm not seeing anything.
Is that a warforge made of nickel compound, or maybe powered by ceruleum, arsenic, sulfur compounds? Because it's sure got a nice ass.
God damn it.
And I
After that.
ASS. That's funny. I love fucking goddamn chemistry.
I mean, technically their name looks like ass in, and the question I have is why is it not ass out?
Shut up.
There's a reason they gotta wear that long cloak.
Yeah, it's because you're hung like a horse.
Sir, it appears that the clap, I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my metallic ass cheeks is alerting the guards.
No, everyone knows that Victor Rump wears a long cloak because he's hung like a horse and can't wear normal pants.
That's his third Kensai weapon choice.
His third Kinsey weapon choice.
If Phil had a giant dick, he would have disadvantage on dexterity checks. Anyway,
No, he just tapes and tugs. What do you mean? Not everyone's fitted to be a bard.
No.
You don't need to have one like that for a bard. You got illusion magic. You can make it work.
let's stop. Oh my god.
Illusion magic.
All right. What are we doing?
Well, you can continue to chat with these people, get books, learn things. or you guys can return to the camp.
Yeah, I am going to peruse the archives. Does anything pop out at me that seems like it would be important in my particular goals?
What are you looking for? Well, actually, um, since you two are new here, you can ask A551N over there. She'll point to the warforged standing by the door, or you can ask Dracul, the man you saw at the front, or you can ask the one in the archive, Sarah, for assistance with whatever you need to find in our archive. If you're looking for something in particular.
Fuck, it's midnight. Jesus Christ.
Oh, to clarify on something, I would have given them the crystal crown thing to study.
Okay.
I gave this this chick that I succeeded.
And I guess while everyone else is going through the archives,
I'll give her a gift
if
later.
I remember correctly, I ended up getting both Bellora's spell book and I think her journal. Because I promised Flint I would make him a new cube.
You do have Bellora's spellbook, yes.
I remember being handed her journal from Flint.
You did have the journal, but that was given to Belliath.
No, it was I
What was
made
given
an
to me, sorry?
offer to Flint for it to be given to me. I did not give it to Belliath. The journal was handed to me. I looted the spell book from the office. I did not want to give it to her until we got back to camp, or at least that's what I told them.
Oh, okay. Then I might have missed my husband a bit. That's on me. But you did read the journal was read a bit, and I read some of the excerpts from it. You know that
Belliath
she
read into the other
The o-
books in the
The only things that we have read of hers were her spell book. I looked at the spells she had in her spell book, and they went through the notes they found in her office. We haven't touched the journal at all. Which is what
the
I was going
personal
to be
journal.
doing while they're in the archives to determine whether or not Belliath is going to be handed the journal.
Oh, okay. If you're gonna read through it,
Yes.
one of the first entries in it, as you like flip through it, kind of catches your eye. I have been kicked out of my, kicked from my brother's, away from my brother's family and the Scalyc Dominion in general due to actions I didn't think they'd throw me out for or even disown me for. But their loss, or I guess my loss. One of my experiments actually went as correct as I could ever imagined. I am very proud of it. They recently adopted a new child, and that child had such magical potential, but it wasn't enough. Their daughter, on the other hand, has quite the potential, but no natural magic of her own. Her studying is going... She seems determined, but I want to help her. Or at least I wanted to help her. I did. I succeeded. Now that underling kobold no longer has their magic.
Hey, Nikki, I'm probably going to go to bed, to be honest. I'm fucking exhausted.
And my niece can have the magic herself. Become quite an amazing mage. Can't wait to see them once again.
Transplanting circuits.
Mm-hmm.
It's a clue as to whom they actually did it to.
I'm going to keep reading the journal.
Finally arrived in the Icefields. Ship completely sank. Most of the crew is dead. Some of the crew still survived, but they're useless. Though, this place is strange. Everything's hostile, made of metal. One of the crew members got ripped up by a shark that had teeth like swords. It was incredible. I wonder if I could... No. Not worth it. I have a different path. Several days without most contact of civilization until she managed to find herself in one of the cities. She noticed that a lot of the people in the city were either mostly to themselves citizens of various kinds, and highly pretentious, extremely cult-like religious folk that were spouting about a dragon god that they were like, she felt that she could flip the situation around to her benefit. She hung around these cultists and joined their religion and tried to follow the rules as best they can, while also experimenting ways to take that connection, their psionics, while also slowly climbing herself to the top. Whether through bribes, manipulation, magic, anything she could. Eventually, she was able to look into the prison system and find a man named Maida who is stuck in the prison system. She visited him quite often, realizing that he was a psionic that wasn't affected by this strange influx of these shard mines. And she used him as a way to develop her new one that would be more powerful than their supposed connection and curse already, and amplify it to her control. This took her years. Many years. Through the journal, it said she only became mayor within the last 5 or so years. But the device she worked on was finished 6 years ago. She must have used it to overcome and take over the city completely, just in the night. Or at least in a year. with
And
all
I'm
the power she
guessing-
already gained through just politics. She was a
And I'm-
noble. She knew the inner workings of how that kind of stuff worked. So, gained favors of people. And because she was already a powerful mage, she was understanding the psionics. She was not as affected by the overwhelmingness of the Shoth minds. She also doesn't seem to respect them at all, or see them as powerful. Just a tool. At least that's what most of everything she describes in her journal and stuff is. Everything's a tool to her. Something to be powerful, or something for her to use eventually.
Is there anything in the journal about the person she had with her, the one that we banished?
Yes. She talks about a visitor she once had come to her during her slower part of her uprising. A strange elf who told her that they were native to this land, or supposedly. Eventually, the man was able to tell her that he crashed here a long time ago. She doesn't know what that means. Crashed. Saying that he had a ship of some kind that was loading in the astral sea. She believed him at first to be crazy. But she is also the only elf she's ever met that has strange knowledge of things that are not of this world. And the way he fights and his demeanor is outlandish.
Did they fuck?
No.
Well, now we know how that thing got there.
And they
Yeah.
were roommates.
They will.
That was so. The thing we found that crashed was his.
Hmm.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco.
Hmm.
Where is Swumi right now?
In their
Sitting on top of the carriage.
All right, I will still be perusing the archive. I'm looking for. Let's look for knowledge on beings like Zarkarian.
Oh, aquaddles?
No,
Or-
Zarkarian. No,
Oh, sorry. It's wrong. It's great old ones. They're great.
yes, knowledge on great old ones, and let's also, if there's anything authored by my family, I don't know why it would be here, but if there's anything authored by my family, I would also like to get my hands on that.
Right. You don't find anything authored by them, but you find a lot of books on things of way past. Mostly things during when the Oros dynasty was around. And you find a thing on the crypt. Grand beings that are grand cosmic beings that are seen as almost godlike or on par with gods. There is Dracolagos, a giant axolotl that is literally like a titan of the sea, mostly of the southern sea on Narikov, sometimes in the astral sea. Zarkarian, I think he's the Ever Devourer. One of the great.
Yeah, ever devouring, I think. Ever hungering.
Ever hungering, yes. mostly a harbor of knowledge. Hold on. There is Martharius, the once was called in this book they name him the Fathomless, but in recent years any mentions of his name, and he is the Broken One, the one who was split and killed. Then there is the Frozen One, a great being living in the northern parts of the primordial Blisslands, a being of pure
The
ice
Frozen
and
One, you said?
frost. Yes. They know him as the Frozen One, as he just keeps the northern section of the primordial Blisslands forever in winter. Sits upon one of the tallest mountains forever, keeping everything cold. There is the Grey Hunt, a strange dream-like creature that it's hard to understand what exactly they are, but they're just like one that represents hunters and worshipped like a god, but mostly for monsters and ones who hunt in the night. Vatu.
Batu?
Vatu. This one is a being of complete darkness that eats nothing but light. There are many others, but those are the main ones that most talked about. It talks about there are many other grand beings out there, but a lot of them, some of them die, eat, get stronger, but not a lot of them interact with Narakov as much as the ones that were mentioned. And some of them believe Narakov is their home.
Hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was a lot of information.
Sorry.
That was a lot of information.
Well, you were searching a specific subject, so.
Yeah.
And this library is library of old, so it will have knowledge that was never destroyed or found.
Is there any knowledge on the removal of circuits that Ballora was studying?
Not here, no.
Not here.
Here, there are things on magic and stuff, but there's mostly crystalmancy and golomancy. A lot of books on those things.
Golomancy, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of golomancy? Like stone golems, flesh golems? What kind of golems?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It talks of a family that is a master crafters of golems and have been making basically like the biggest family in the making. They're the ones who created the Warforged that you see around in the world.
What's the name of this family?
One moment.
I realize I'm making you dredge up a ton.
Oh, no. It's all good. I just gotta open up their thing. Morimoto.
Morimoto.
Yes.
Is it one word, Morimoto?
The Morimoto household, their colors generally are teal and red.
Teal and red, you said?
Yes. That's correct.
Are any of these books on? I realize that golem creation books are their own magic item. Are there any books that cover the creation of perhaps smaller scale golems?
Like small. Mm-hmm.
Homunculi type shit.
Yeah, homunculi style golems. Nikki is evaluating how
Oh,
dangerous
right.
this information is.
Clay, flesh, iron, stone. These are the basic ones I can give you. There are more advanced ones, but those ones are probably passed down by the actual families. But clay, flesh, iron, stone, and steel are the main 5 that are general knowledge.
Flesh, iron, stone. What? Sorry,
And steel.
steel. And there was one more, I think, right?
No.
Clay,
Okay.
flesh, iron, stone,
Oh, clay.
steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that
Well,
says?
I guess wood too, but
Yeah, and wood. But is there anything that says the effect that raw Aetherium would have on golems?
they use a.
Or has no one dared?
Aetherium is actually used in the creation of massive golems to be able to give them a pseudo circuit for magic resistance. Since they're bigger and tougher, they need to be better at handling certain types of oncoming threats.
What about on like a smaller homunculi sized golem? Would it have the same effect, or would it just destroy it? You really shouldn't have said that there are books on making golems here.
Oh, it's all good.
What, are you gonna make yourself a little guy?
I might make myself several little guys.
Oh no.
It does cost money and materials.
I figured.
For the bigger golems, as I said, they do require Aetherium as well as a core. The smaller golems just require your own magic and a set amount of materials.
Okay. So larger golems require a core.
Yeah. Basically, like, yeah, larger. I think larger than huge, medium, and large size construct golems are.
Okay. Okay.
So the golems that you want to create will require a core, but will still require your magic to power.
Probably take a lot of time to create.
Mm-hmm.
I would want.
By magic, I mean it requires 2 5th level spell slots, roughly.
Oh, you're multi-class.
I don't have any of those. Damn it.
I do.
Could multiple casters like work to? Could one person do the ritual and one person just supply the spell slots?
Yeah.
Okay, you just need help.
It just requires the magic. The inscriptions and the commands and everything that you inscribe on it are to you yourself, not the. It's just you need someone to add the magic to bring it to life.
I'm gonna speak to Maraka and go, excuse me, I will hold up the golem book and go, this book is very useful. Would I be allowed to borrow it or buy it or copy it or something?
It's hard for us to be able to give our books out. So they're deeply connected to our the interlocking of this building. But you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Or you can copy the things you need. We are fine with that.
How much paper do you have?
We have a lot of paper, remember? We stole a bunch of blank books.
Oh my god, you're right.
I think we all took blank books, except
I think
I know
you-
I grabbed some.
I wasn't there for
Flint
that.
grabbed
but
a ton of them.
Yeah, I think Flint literally just like put his arm on the shelf and just like
Wiped.
bulldozed them in to
Yeah,
his bags
basically.
of holding.
I know
Yeah,
I took it.
I
late.
want 30 books. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Give
I
me
will
all the
spend
blank books you have.
I will spend as much time as I need from any of the sources I need to figure out how to do this. I am going to spend as much time as I need to learn the ritual for at least stone golems. I'm not going to burn like 2 days learning how to make every single golem, but at least stone golems. And just copy down as much of the information as I can reasonably do. Basically like college cram style, like one book open, another book open, and just rapidly taking notes. And you can see Belle's demon tail like flicking with excitement as she like pours over this information. And she's just gonna spend however long she needs just copying down this info.
Okay. It takes you just a few hours to write down all of those things you need.
Awesome.
Yeah. Shouldn't take super duper long.
Swumi is going to approach Belliath originally with kind of a slightly bothered expression, and then seeing them just fucking dedicated to writing in the books, a little bit confused. What are you doing?
Oh, I found something. I found something very interesting.
What?
This is a
What?
book on it shows how to make golems. Golems, like magical golems. I mean, these are incredibly useful automatons, creatures. I don't know, but this could be incredibly useful for not only my own research, but maybe it could be a protector for hope. I don't know.
Camp Hope is under the protection of the shrine. It is within the Forest of Whispers.
Yes, but more protection is never bad.
I don't... Nikki,
I don't want to
I am
interrupt
curious.
you. I will say once the city becomes a little bit more bigger and more prominent, people are coming in and out more often. The shrine, yes, will give them protection still, but they're not absolute warriors. They won't be able to completely protect them from absolute danger, just most things and some things. But like
Not to mention the city we still have to take over. Golems are really good at taking down walls.
big ones, yes, but these aren't. We can't make the big
I
ones.
could potentially
no.
make a big one.
All golems have the siege monster trait. Small golems can be really good at tunneling.
Oh yeah. No, like the golem could still break through the wall, and they are all siege monsters. And it's
All golems have the siege monster trait, no matter how small they are.
I mean, obviously, I would have to talk to Solaria about this, and she might even help me. And okay, she kind of presses her palms to her eyes, and
This is where I am curious. Where does the shrine stand on things like golems, as they are magic constructs and not natural life, technically?
As long as it's not disrupting. Okay, their only concern is when you start adding souls to them.
So Warforge is a no.
Warforged, they don't despise Warforged, they more feel sorry that the Warforged exist.
It's not the Warforged's fault. He didn't ask to be born.
No.
it has to be constructed.
They see it as a crime against mortals.
I did not requisition my construction.
But what the Crystal Empire did, the Druids don't know exactly how they did it or why they all the things, but they gave them free will after the war. But before or during the war, it wasn't free will, but they did communicate with the souls of the dead to put into the Warforged, asking them in death, do you want to serve your country or your kingdom again? Type of thing.
Even in death, I still serve.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was the whole
Would-
point of the
would-
Warforged being created, was to
would
allow warriors
this-
to continue.
Yeah. Would these notes that I've taken technically be a manual of golems?
Technically, yes. But a little different and a little faster.
A little different. Okay.
And a lot less expensive. I looked at the prices of what it requires, and I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a golem. It's a golem. They
Oh,
are
yeah.
usually pretty big.
Yeah, I imagine this is a guide to make less powerful golem for a lot less and a lot less for less money and time.
The idea I had
The
was
full
to
price
at
ones
least
are
make
for the massive golems. That
yeah,
full
like
price is
the
for,
like the huge golems, which I'm not sure that my notes would even be able to do that.
No, that information is restricted.
yes,
to make, like,
'cause
the
you need
big
a
ends.
core, and they don't specify how to make a core for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons, yeah, because they are the one family who are able to do this.
Yeah.
But
And it's dangerous too. They making a
But-
golem core is
okay.
very dangerous.
you do not realize the power you've just given me. Anyway,
Belliath, I need to talk to you about something.
yes.
You might want to take a break from making your notes.
I assume I have an ink, like a quill, so I'll plop the quill down into the inkwell, and it has a little just, and I'll lean on the table. Okay, I'm listening.
So I was going through this journal and
You read it before me?
yes, there's something that you might want to know. Your aunt was banished because she used you as an experiment.
What?
She tore the arcane circuits out of one of your father's pupils and inserted them in you.
Adopted. One of the adopted kobolds.
What are you telling me right now?
That your arcane ability is not technically your own.
Well, the good news is we found the test subject.
Belle's hands are just gonna curl into tightly balled fists. She's going to silently stand up. The chair will scrape against the wood. Will just as she stands just rapidly and just goes, I need to step outside. I need to step outside. She will go out into I assume there's a forest nearby, given all the metal trees on this map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She will
Well,
go out into the forest. Not too
minorly.
far. Minorly.
There's like, it's more like a tiny, small clearing of trees and stuff. The area that you guys are in is kind of a little off, as the rest of it's kind of like, this is more like an oasis in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
That's why
She
there's
will
trees
go-
and stuff.
She will go maybe like 100, 200 feet from the library. She will.
Right. I don't have 100 feet away from this.
I
but
know.
This'll work.
She tells Zelok to stay by the door of the library so that she's just completely alone.
Oh, okay.
And
He'll hang out with Shadow.
she will find the nearest tree and she will just start unloading spells into it.
Okay.
She will start unloading just every cantrip that she has into this one tree. Firebolt, create bonfire, thunderclap, bunch of Eldritch blasts, and just everything she can, just using her magic. And after a minute or two of doing this, she just starts yelling and just getting all of this stuff out of her in pretty much the only way she knows how, and just keeps going until with one final Eldritch blast, she fells the tree. And she will just stand there, clasped to her knees, and just breathe and look down at the scales on her arms. And her elongated nails. Bastards. More stuff. I will never be rid of them. I am never going to be rid of them. Okay.
Make me a perception check, Belliath. No, you're
Yeah.
fine, Swumi. Okay. You eventually snap out of your as you notice Swumi standing, almost looming next to you, concerned.
Oh no, kneeling.
Kneeling, sorry. You are pretty tall, though, I must say.
How long have you been there?
I guess she's taller.
How long have you been there?
Little bit after the tree.
I'm always gonna be tied to these bastards. No matter what, a piece of the insidious damn seed is just planted in my chest. I can't get rid of it.
Then perhaps maybe you should consider letting go.
There's nothing to consider. I will stand up. There's nothing to consider. For the proof, these maniacs of just absolute fucking moral degradation wouldn't be allowed to happen. And if it wasn't me, there will just be someone else. That next fucking child.
I struggle to see what has changed. We already knew this transpired, we just didn't know who it was done to.
Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. No matter what, everything I do will always be like my damn family. They made me.
I struggle to see how a sorcerer can muster energies like that. Did they give you that power too?
No, I'd help.
Aye. They are not everything.
Your family didn't take down a tower of cultists following a deranged wizard.
You are not your family, you are the consequence of their actions. You can decide to be more of the same evil that they have conjured over and over again, or you can choose to be something different. But it doesn't change your origin. Your origin is irrelevant. I should know better than anyone that. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters where you're going and who you are now. Who I was no longer matters. And who you were also no longer matters. In fact, I would take pride in the fact that you took the hit for someone else. Were it not you who was the subject of that experiment, someone else would be. Some poor soul who had not the mortal fortitude, the mental strength to push through it and make something of it. They would have become yet another evil Van Chadra.
We'll just let a wry, slight smile creep across her face. I wish you two would stop doing that. Being so motivational.
It is literally the apex of my supposed purpose, teacher.
And if it is any consolation, I do know a thing or two about being used as someone else's plaything.
Sorry.
Thing. You three are the only people in the group that have been experimented on. Droogan by choice, though.
Yeah, no, he chose to get fucked up.
Sort of.
I was fucked up at birth.
And shortly after.
How many years old was that first entry?
Very old.
Bell's 27.
20... 22 years ago?
So my guess was right. It happened when you were about 5.
Wouldn't have had
Which-
much memory of it. It would have been
And now that
blocked
I-
out pretty early.
Which, now that I think about it, does explain the draconic bloodline sorcerer.
Oh yeah, it's from a
Because-
kobold.
Yeah. It
That makes
explains
sense.
why they have dragon horns and scales.
Yeah, with like I was wondering, like, does the Von Chandra family even like they don't have draconic
Blood.
history?
No,
Like that
they're
doesn't.
elven.
I was honestly, I thought that was just you, like, because I didn't know like how much you knew about the lore of this setting. I figured either I don't know about the lore, Belliath doesn't know about the lore, or both of us don't know about the lore, and Nikki was just like, "Fuck it."
Oh, Nikki
I'll
had
make it
something
work.
planned all along.
He had something planned all along.
I love that though. But yeah, it's as if they've had it their whole life. I didn't know where it came from, but it's as if they did. Yeah.
I
But
will flip
you- But also being that you basically were at a ripe age to learn magic, that was working perfectly. Because you would have been learning magic a little earlier, but it wasn't sticking as well. But as soon as that happened, it stuck better, and you actually honed your magic really well. Despite it not being, quotation marks, regularly natural. It still became natural.
I guess my other question is, what happened to the kobold?
They're still alive. They're
Who
just
are they?
without magic.
We don't know. We don't know who they are.
Well, Belliath knows their name. Name is Snacks. They kept
Snacks?
the kobold name. Yeah. They're going to be they're a player character in the Kingsblade campaign they'll be starting up.
Oh no.
Would I know them personally?
Yes. They were an adopted child of the Von Shadra family. The
Why
reason
did
he
they
was
adopt the child?
adopted because he had magic potential. And then the magic potential went away. And so they just inscripted him into the army.
That's
Interesting.
mean.
Fuck, I'm sorry, Snacks.
My guy always brings snacks to the game.
But Belle will take a deep breath and kind of wipe some of the grass off of her pants. Okay.
I was able to learn some other information from the journal.
Mm-hmm.
That elf that we banished, it turns out that well, you weren't with us when we went to go repair the tree.
No.
Victor, you remember the weird metal box that we found next to the crater?
I don't think Victor was there either.
He was.
I was.
That
I
the
jumped
first-
down into the pit and used
Oh,
slow
right.
fall.
Right. Now I remember.
So turns out that weird metal box thing crashed here and was once capable of traveling the astral sea.
Sorry, crashed?
It fell from the sky and created a crater on one of the mountains.
Well, that sounds like crashing. So, an elf came from the sky, is what you're telling me.
Came from somewhere.
Somewhere in the sky,
Well, the astral sea.
which is in the sky.
Semantics.
Literally has a great old one as their patron, the sky.
I mean, I'm not technically wrong.
No.
Well,
You are
the
technically
astral
correct.
sea is space. The sky is the atmosphere.
Listen,
In technicality, yes, you are right. But also
technicality.
technicalities wrong. Nom nom.
Wait, is Zelok eating books?
Mm-mm.
Is he eating plant?
Maybe.
He found like one of the metal fucking flowers that were left behind, and he's just smudging it.
Some of the trees bear metal fruit.
What kind of metal fruit?
Since this area is more close to like oasis type stuff, it's gonna sound really stupid, but metal coconuts
Yes.
and like metal bananas and
They're just shot
metal
puts.
dragon fruit.
Hold on. Where
They're
is
just
pure?
shot puts.
Where is purify?
A metal coconut falls from a tree and just like
fucking murder somebody.
it's like dropping a penny off the Empire State Building. But
That
a bowling
actually
ball.
doesn't kill people. That's
I know it's just the analogy. Anal G.
I mean,
Hold on.
a lot of people are gonna be knocked unconscious. People, I don't think they. Well, do people die from
penny has
coconuts?
no terminal velocity. It just dings off your head.
Yeah.
Can I pick a couple of metal fruit?
Oh, for Plump?
No.
Oh.
However, I'm fairly certain people have gotten like sliced the fuck up by falling cell phones
Yeah.
because it's glass and it breaks on their face.
Oh, yeah. People do occasionally die from coconuts.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes,
super
a
common.
coconut can kill you.
The coconut can definitely kill you.
Yeah, metal ones can kill you.
It's just a bowling. It's just a bowling ball.
It's literally it's the size
Not
and
even a
weight
bowling ball.
of a
More like a
cannonball.
medicine ball. More like a medicine
It is-
ball. Like
Worse than both because it's all the way through, right? It's solid. It's effectively solid
hey,
steel.
hang on. Do they have milk
Yes.
still?
Oh,
Even if it's aluminum, does the milk turn into metal too?
Yes.
a type
Is it
of
molten
metal.
metal?
Or it would turn into
It wouldn't be
liquid.
hot
It would turn
anymore.
into liquid metals, or like a state
Oh,
of
so it would turn into a metal that's liquid at room temperature. So you just get hit in the head by a bowling ball filled with mercury
or
Gallium or something.
or
yeah.
gallium. Oh my god! If it's got like a crack in it, you get hit in the head with a bowling ball, and then you like slowly like saunter up to your feet, and you're covered in mercury.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's terrifying.
I'm going to walk over to the tree that didn't get pulverized.
okay.
I cast Purify Food and Drink on the tree.
Nothing happens.
It's a fruit-bearing tree.
Wait, was one of the trees that I felled just through hammering it with magic a metal tree?
Yes.
Yes.
I am impressed with myself.
Uh,
It could have been like aluminum or something.
But
Yeah,
I will walk up to the tree and I will first cast Remove Curse at 3rd level.
Heretic.
Kin. You're removing curse? Okay, that does it.
What kind of tree is it?
I'm casting it 3rd. The tree starts to recede the metal. Oh, what kind of tree is this one? This one's bearing dragon fruit.
Ooh. Do those even come from trees?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do.
A lot
Yeah.
of fruit come from
I
trees.
I will turn to Swumi and just go,
I'm gonna be
sorry
honest,
about
it's
the tree.
kind of a tree.
Yeah.
I could
It kind
I
of
could-
looks like aloe vera plants turned into a tree.
I just realized I could cast Mending on the tree that you pulverized.
That would take a while. You would have to lift a tree.
We would have to lift the tree back in place and then cast Mending.
Does mending work on technically living things?
It's not alive when it's metal.
That's fair.
Also, you would have to cast it several times because each one only removes 1 brick.
They still grow fruit. It's very strange, but they still grow fruit.
So it's alive, but not alive because it's metal.
It's just, imagine if its cellular structure just became metal but was still a plant, technically.
How does it photosynthesize?
Oh, I just looked in the bottom
Oh,
right
no.
corner. I like to imagine that Zelok is just hanging off of a bowling ball sized coconut, like just like trying to cram it all into his mouth like a snake eating a rat.
His face is just wrapped around it.
Yeah, and he like all 4 paws off the ground. And he's like,
Well, if he does manage to get it on the ground, you're just gonna see his flaps constantly moving back and forth because he can't chew it. Eventually, it's gonna be swallow whole because it won't go down.
like a cartoon character. But no, yeah.
How many fruit are on the tree?
Let's say an average. Nice.
Nice.
12 fruit.
I will pick the fruit.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I
look crazy though.
Despite that outburst, I still have a lot to process about a lot of things. Thank you. Can I have that journal? I want to read through it myself. I think it would set in more if I saw those words for myself.
We can read it here.
Provided the stump is not a jagged mess, I will sit on the stump of the tree I felled. We have time.
You could place a blanket. It should be okay.
Okay.
Sitting on it without anything on it, you're gonna get like pokes in the ass.
So many splinters.
Metal splinters. That sounds worse.
It's like sitting on needles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That was
The compound
instant
elevator.
needles, literally.
The compound I live in right now used to be a metal workshop, and there is metal shavings in the dirt. You cannot sit down.
Ow.
Take a magnet.
It's too much. Also, it's been too long, and it's all rusted. It's no longer magnetic.
Ooh.
Also, it's a workshop that used not only iron, but also steel and aluminum. They worked on cars.
Not everything's magnetic.
Yeah, only iron and nickel, some steel. So yeah, not an option. So sad.
Interesting, stainless steel is magnetic. At least like the stainless steel fridges they've had. You guys sit upon the stump.
Mm-hmm.
Start reading. So it goes through you go through the journal again, and it's not very much the same as I explained it. She doesn't specifically say who she did it to, but she said her youngest niece. And you are technically the youngest.
At the time,
At
yeah,
the time, yeah, you were technically the youngest at the time. So
because no one else would have been born.
23 years ago. Your sister is still quite a bit younger than you. So yeah, your other sister was not even born yet.
Mm-hmm. Belle will just, I don't know, just kind of look at it. Still upsetting. But can't say I'm that surprised. I had the thought I had the thought that it might have been me, but I'm not sure if this complicates things or not.
But you also come to the realization, that makes sense why I haven't ever seen my estranged aunt. All you know is she did something very bad when you were young.
And now we know she gave me magic. That's the bad thing she did.
See, the Von Shadras do believe in magic, but they believe in magic supremacy. They believe
So they're
that,
wizard Nazis.
Essentially.
yeah, I guess they just believe that magic users are superior, and not everyone deserves it. But if you're magically attuned to magic, magically akin to music, yeah, for sure. But also gaining magic at all costs when you're already magically. Not a lot of them are warlocks, but they don't despise warlocks. They just view them as lesser. But respectful in power, because not everyone can wield powers of great beings, I guess. Or even gets the privilege, let's say. Like yourself. The privilege to cast the magics through a grand being. Anyways, sorry.
I'm DMing you something, Nikki.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Blam, 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 blam.
No.
Zalok just nom noms on the fruit. Yes.
Okay. Was just wondering about that.
Yeah, after we kind of finish reading it, Belle will just stand up and go. Okay, I needed that. I should finish those notes. Golems would be very useful for Hope, I think, even if just as labor.
Let's not overdo it with the constructs, though.
Who said anything about overdoing it?
You have a tendency to go a tad overboard when you get excited about something.
No.
Like back in the office.
That circumstance.
I will start walking back towards the library.
Do we
See you back at the library.
Do we see Zelok hanging from the tree because he can't eat the fruit?
You see him walking towards the library with his mouth flapping around. Looks like he's trying to chew on something, but it's not doing anything. And then you see him drop it, paw at it a bit,
It makes
pick
an
it back
indentation in
up
the
with his
ground.
mouth, and keep trying.
Zelok, what are you
We
doing?
should probably go check on him.
What are you doing? What do you have?
My
What do you have in your mouth?
Master's talking to me from miles away. What?
I mean, I do have a telepathic connection.
Yeah. That's why I was like, Papa.
Zelok, what do you have in your mouth? What do you have in your mouth?
Fruit.
Fruit? That it's a metal ball. Get back here. Spit it out.
There's like, as soon as you stop him, a puddle starts forming up below him.
I
Of
will
this drool.
gently reach into his mouth and pull out the fruit.
You pull out, you pull out what looks to be a metal ball.
Where did you even?
But when you pick it
Well-
up, you can hear sloshing. Right.
Cast Peter.
That will work because you're actually like, so the fruits would have been fine. It's just the tree wouldn't have done anything. The fruits would have been affected by it. Sorry. The fruit, yeah, the fruit turns normal. It's just coconut.
You can't eat the coconut like
Why
that.
not?
You will choke on it. It is too big.
And he choke?
You have to crack it open.
I will not do that.
I will take out my silver dagger and crack open the coconut.
Hmm. Can I believe it?
Does he still have it in his mouth?
No, he doesn't.
Sniff.
You eat
Sniff.
the inside, not the outside.
What's the difference?
The outside is inedible and dense fibers. The inside is
Granted, we caught him
squishy.
trying to eat a book.
See,
There's- After a while, Shumi, you start to notice the puddle below you.
what? Why is he still drooling?
He hasn't stopped. He's just
He's
staring
very
at you
hungry.
because you're still holding the.
I'm
He
trying
hasn't
to
really been
crack
paying
open-
attention. He's more focused that you're holding the food.
I'm trying to crack open the coconut with the
Mhm.
knife.
Oh yeah, you can perfect. You can easily do that. You're a denizen of this land. You would know that you can take care of this. You've purified fruits before to be able to eat them. This would be no different. I mean, I think you did try to do that for Plump. For
what?
For Plump. When you first met
I
Plump.
did. Well, no, I didn't have the spell when we first met him. We were just
But you
confused that
wanted
he was
to.
carrying a crate of metal fruit. I did it last time he was at the camp.
Yeah, the triple date.
I placed down the cracked open coconut,
Alright.
or at least half of it.
Alright. Mouth goes. Well, his mouth flaps do wrap around the coconut
No.
half,
No.
but you hear and like the sound of lapping and suction noises, and then crunch.
Oh no. No. Stop eating the shell.
Oh, hey.
Spit it out.
Hey. Hey, no. No.
Playtime? Play?
No.
What?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
It won't chew good.
I don't know how your internal organs work, but I don't think you can eat that.
I mean, you fed him things.
I have fed him things.
Yes, but the things we have fed him have typically been edible. The
Mostly.
outside of coconut is not edible.
Didn't we try to feed him a sharp mind thing once?
He couldn't fit it in his mouth.
That is the limit of what Zelok can eat. I will carefully remove the coconut from Zelok's mouth. Yeah. And just, okay, we need to actually figure out what your dietary needs are. Do you even have a diet? Are you upset that you can't eat the rest of the coconut?
There are some things I can't eat.
Like what?
Plant.
You don't you can't eat plants.
He like paws the grass. What?
You can't eat
He
grass. Okay.
Some things from trees. It's not a lot from bushes.
Okay.
Mostly meat.
You can or you can't eat meat?
Can only mostly meat.
Okay. Does it matter what meat?
Meat.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Got it.
It starts drooling again.
Okay.
Shakes head. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'd like to point out this has been in my inventory the entire time.
Oh yeah, we still haven't fed him the rest of the heart.
Nikki, what is the state of the dragon heart that's been in my bag of holding?
It's made of metal, right?
It was partially.
Unchanged.
It was partially eaten
You
in
said
like
he
the
was in your
second
bag of
session.
holding.
Yeah.
Unchanged.
God, that was like the second session I was here.
It's only been. It has been a while, I will say, but also with no oxygen or anything to like.
It's been in like a
Perpetuate.
vacuum
It's
chamber.
been in a vacuum chamber, so it's unaffected by anything. And it's also mostly
Okay.
metal. Yeah, no oxidization, so the metal is not even starting to rust at all either. So yeah, no, it looks the same as you did when you put it in there initially.
Does it still have
Just
like pockets
a
of drool from when Zelok ate part of it?
Oh no, we fed him the liver
Oh no, yeah, we found the liver. I forgot about that.
You fed him liver.
because
Not so
I
much
was
the heart
told
yet.
not to. I was going to cook the liver, and then I was told no, don't do that.
Yeah, God, that was a while ago.
Do you want to breathe metallic gas?
That was like that was back in August of last year, I think. Jesus.
I kind of forgot we had this.
That
I don't know what to do with it.
Well, can you purify it? It's not technically food, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess let's find out.
Okay.
Does it work on the heart?
The purify.
Yes.
It is not food.
It is not food.
It's not food. Well, people eat hearts. I guess not dragon hearts.
Alright. Yes. That is true. But in technicality, it is not prepared food. Or like made to be food.
Okay, so yeah. Gotcha.
So that's a no.
Well, it was worth a try.
What do we even do with this? It's a dragon heart. And at that, it's mostly metal.
I could probably do something with that, actually. Maybe. It's a hunch.
You want to make a flesh golem, don't you?
No, I want to use it to power a stone golem.
You wouldn't need a heart to power a stone golem.
Well, I don't know. My education did not consist of what to do with dragon hearts, especially metal ones.
No. That's a very common thing. Unless you studied dragons, and I don't think you would have studied dragons and their traditions and things like that.
I feel like, given my situation, my family would have tried to keep me away from learning about dragons.
Yes, probably. So that shadow dragon thing you still have that part hasn't left. That part's still part of it. There's still a connection to the shadow dragon, but the kobold thing is that there too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. For obvious reasons, I would recommend not feeding it to Zelok.
Yes, I agree.
Should we bury it?
I feel like it would be useful to somebody, so let's leave it back at Hope, I'd say.
I don't think our mutual employer would appreciate a dragon organ laying around her office.
What? Yeah.
Who said anything about her office?
Fair enough.
There are other people
I
in
could
the
just
camp.
keep it in my chambers and figure out what to do with it, I guess.
There's also a band of kobolds that are at the camp.
We do not need another cult, Nikki.
That yeah, I agreed.
There is Zariah at the camp.
Oh yeah, make a dragon victor.
Zariah could also do that. Yeah.
More genetic modifications, maybe.
I thought I offered it to him before and he wasn't interested.
Did you?
Guys, I figured out my ranger
so-
subclass. It's gonna be the fucking dragon one.
Yeah, the Wyvern Rider.
Drake Warden.
Drake Warden, yeah. Oh my god.
Because every character has to be tri-classed.
God damn it. So, I spend a few hours here.
I finish up my notes on making golems.
Would there be enough flesh parts on the heart to make a flesh golem? Or would it be more a middle golem if we use the heart as a material component?
Minor context. Beginner flesh golems are like the size of humanoids. And then there's larger flesh golems. Sure, large and then huge. But base ones are medium sized. The large size category one does not require a core, but it still requires a lot of meat from anywhere.
A lot of meat.
Yes, dragon heart. The dragon heart, though a lot of flesh, still needs a bit more.
All right, fair enough. Oh my god, it's already 7:30. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
We spent a lot more time here than I thought we would.
Wow,
Yeah.
you obviously don't know how much we waste time.
Yes.
Yeah.
XD. Looking. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Continue. You guys can head back to your camp now. It is changed a bit since you last
Right,
went.
I will be right back.
I'm.
For the camp.
I think I need Maida to the camp. Ah, there we go. Yes, I do have to get the Maida. Why is it on Zardor?
Because Zardor is the main character of his own story. We don't know what he's been doing this entire time.
I actually tried asking him quite a few times. Situation's still kind of shit. Also,
what the fuck is that?
Oh, that's Hollow.
Hollow or Hallow.
Oh,
They-
hello. Okay.
Yeah, this is a permanent Hallow spell. That's why it's like semi-transparent. Yeah, they put it on their house, and it just spread to the other house next to it.
Yeah,
Oh
Victor's
my
just gonna
God.
walk around the magic.
Fair enough.
There's an entire section of town that he can't go to now.
The
I'm just
fucking
gonna put
cold
you guys here.
in these two tents or whatever, just like constantly see Victor walking in through behind him. It's like, dude, use the road.
No.
No, road smells like magic.
It smells like magic.
Oh, hey, it's the funny
Oh, there's a new
dragon.
house. Hey, there's a new
It's-
house up to the left.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
there's a bath.
No touch.
Oh,
Oh fuck! It's Victor's
Eric.
a fucking magic anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in lesser restoration, you guys.
Fine, then. I won't waste the material components or spell slots on you, then.
Okay. So there are
You're
several
fucked.
new buildings that are that have been erected for various things. Some of the Blink house is this one that doesn't have a roof for some reason. What?
What? They have roofs.
All of them have a roof.
Oh yeah,
We
I
see
guess.
roof.
What the fuck? I guess just one roof did not. One roof. Oh, never mind. It is there. It's just Enoch was under it. XD. This house, this house, this house, this house, are all houses that are freebies for any of you to
ooh.
take or co-take together. This building is the biggest of the buildings, given for you guys to put it into something, make it into something. Zariah wants a lab in this town. He doesn't want to work in his prison anymore.
I don't want to go to jail.
Oh wow, fucking Forge is like twice as big now too.
Oh yeah, Erikai upgraded Forge. Since he's been getting more money lately, he figured might as well upgrade it. He now has a regular Forge and an Aetherium Forge. Yes.
Before I check on the little shrine that has been established, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Gleb
Yeah, it's
Lieutenant
to the ship
Gleb?
captain.
Oh yeah.
Glib.
Glib.
I suggest we give one of these houses to Zariah.
Well, the idea I had is this building is pretty large and it has 3 large rooms. We could give one of them to Zariah to make his laboratory in, and then use the other 2 for something else.
My question is, who's going to be comfortable being Zariah's next door shared wall neighbor?
Nobody.
I mean,
I feel like we give him
Do
his
you
own
want-
house.
Do you want to be roomies with the fucking mad
I
scientist?
have a
I don't
house.
think
It's
so.
over. I have a house. It's over here.
I say maybe we give him this house down here where he's got his own space and no shared wall neighbors.
Just the
That's
people,
just me.
The people in the tent will just have to deal with that, I guess.
Oh,
That
he'll
should have
probably
had a house.
he will probably build an underground building underneath the building.
Or maybe this one over here. You know,
We
but
have
not
the
the
lone
one that
house.
has 3 shared wall roomies, possibly.
Oh yeah, like I said, you can the big longhouse over here. That's just an actual longhouse. That's for a big influx of people, like the dwarves, Slimekin, and the kobolds. Just went
what about this
to Kibble's Hobble and just continued to burrow. That's another
about
building
this
that's free to anyone.
Ooh.
Oh no, they've started tunneling.
I say we get Zariah in on one of these houses, and we get Zariah fucking. If he's planning on building a basement, we have Zariah talk with the fucking kobold. Actually, they're kobolds. They know how to tunnel without collapsing the tunnel. But we got to make
Most of
sure.
the time.
He
Kobolds
probably
are
will. He will probably hire them.
Kobolds most of the time do not collapse their tunnels.
They're really fucking good at that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think
That
It's like
or
the one
hire
thing they're good
anyone.
at.
That
That
or
and
hire
traps.
That or the dwarves.
I think I might take this one down here.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause-
one?
This one.
Far left. Yeah, I say we give far
There's
left.
plenty of room for me to do magic bullshit in here.
You can take the far left. I say the far right bottom one should go to Zariah because it's the most isolated right now.
Yeah. Well, for now.
Yeah, I mean, we can just build the houses around it. You know, a little bit. He gets a little bit of a wider berth.
Yeah.
He gets extra wide alleys.
Which one are you talking about that's far off?
This one.
The one you're standing in front. Okay. Okay.
I think the big house, the biggin, I mean, you're possibly right about the fact that we might want to split that up, but if we're gonna split it up, it's probably best to have it be related things. Given we are currently still going to be at conflict, I might recommend, maybe we start putting together a militia. We don't know if the city of Ire is going to hit us first.
I mean, we kind of already have that, though.
Yeah.
There's a difference between having protectors and having a militia. Having protectors means if the town gets attacked, there's people who can defend the people. Having a militia means the average person in the town knows how to defend themselves and won't get fucking murdered by one for a stray straggler.
So, like a training / like place for the group military.
Yeah, public military, like early America shit. Teach the average citizen how to fight for free. We've donated enough money to be able to justify that.
Mm-hmm.
If Flint would ever empty out his bag of holding, we'd have plenty of
Well,
materials.
he does. He sells them to Fire Fist, which she just in turn will just give it to whom she can.
Yeah, it's effectively giving it at like half value because he's selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would recommend we turn this larger building into a training area, a barracks, effectively like, hey, you don't want to sleep in the shitty longhouse? We'll give you like much better like cubicle quarters. We turn those back rooms into cubicle quarter barracks and be like, hey, you can have a modicum of privacy if you learn how to fight. And sign up for a term where it's not like you're, in the actual military. You just stand guard for a little while. It's effectively just a very boring job, but you must learn how to fight. And if you force people to do that in order to get decent lodgings for free when they get here, you will have a huge spike in the amount of people in town that know how to fucking fight because people don't want to sleep in public lodgings. Even if it's just cubicle lodgings where you basically have 6 next door neighbors, it's way better to have a wall. And it doesn't take that much wood to make cubicle lodgings. We can just make fucking shoji board screens like Japan.
You get a curtain.
Well, paper wall, effectively, yeah. Just turn those 2 back rooms into, fucking barracks, effectively, and the front room into a training hall. That way, if the city of Ire hits us first, Our protectors won't have to worry about protecting every stray civilian who doesn't happen to be in the heart of the city where they can know how to defend them. And also, come the time when we want to take down the city of Ire, we can maybe recruit a small army to actually assault it. I'm not convinced that we're going to be able to pull some shit in the prison like we did with the City of Glass. They'll see it coming this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not like the City of Metal where we had, inside men. We aren't guaranteed that. I think it's a good idea for us to do this because it will, A, increase our defenses, and, well, maybe not increase our defenses by a significant amount. We're training peasants, probably, the average Joe, to be able to pick up a spear. Probably not increasing our defenses that much, but at the very least, it will, if we do get attacked, lower the casualties considerably.
I wonder if I could teach any of them how to use magic.
Possibly. You are a sorcerer warlock, though, so you're not a wizard. You don't have
Yeah,
magic
that's
you
fair.
can teach people.
Flint
So
is a
like
wizard.
teach them how to harness it.
I can try and find ones that are monks and teach them monk shit, but I imagine becoming a monk is like the slowest class to pick up.
There is also a second monk here now.
Is it? Who's the second monk?
the Dragonborn that came with Zariah.
Oh, that guy, yeah. I guess Zariah has a thing for monks. Monk protectors.
He has a monk kink.
He has
Or-
a thing for men who are also monk.
Or he just understands the training and hardship that monks go
No, he
through
has a
and
monk
trusts
kink.
them the most.
No, he has a monk kink.
That's a king.
I mean, seeing how a monk beat the shit out of his previous bodyguard, I think he trusts them more to be proper warriors.
Victor shows up and is just like, okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of your guard. He's like, the previous guard didn't die. Victor just beat the shit out of him. He's like, okay, you're my guard now. It's like,
Would
there's no
that have
point.
been- Would that have been the fucking null?
I don't know. I mean, the whole story of Victor is just a mirror to Satanta, and the whole thing was he shows up unexpected to the Smith's house. The Smith's guard dog attacks him, and he beats the guard dog to death. And so, as an apology, he guards the guy's house in place of the dog.
Yeah.
So effectively, Victor shows up unexpectedly to Zariah's lab, going like, "Yo, dog, give me some like secret wolf DNA." And then beats the shit out of his guard who attacks
make
him
me
super
a
zealously. Yo, dog, fur me up. Got any of that yif juice? I regret myself so much right now.
Please shut the fuck.
All my homies love yif juice.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it.
I'm gonna die. Okay. Yeah, anyway, Victor kills his fucking guard because his guard freaks out and attacks him because he's like sneaking up into the fucking lab and he doesn't know who Victor is, and then Victor becomes the guard. And then Victor gets attacked while he's being the guard by the guy with the title of the Victor, and then kills that guy and becomes the Victor. Is the order of things. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, maybe that's the reason why Zariah likes monk protectors, because he tried to get a normal guard, and then the guard got his ass beat by a monk.
Liable fighters.
I like to imagine that went somewhat like the fight with the Astral Knight, where he just runs up with a weapon, and immediately gets backhanded, and the weapon's yanked out of his hand.
Probably. Just minus the banished part.
Minus the banished part. Yeah, no banishment. But yeah, it's just like runs at you with a fucking sword, backhand, takes sword, thwaps with the fucking flat end of the blade.
Knocks out. Looks embarrassed. Oh.
The old ass thwap with the flat end of the blade. You're like walking into the barracks, all embarrassed, looking. Oh, what happened? There was somebody at the gates, right?
I looked away for like 10 minutes. There are tables now.
It was just, you said you wanted it to for magic and stuff. I'm setting up your tables.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Make sure it's a double bed.
Okay.
What?
I was
No,
gonna
no.
Purple, red, green, blue, gold,
Who has a gold bed?
rainbow.
Nobles.
Maybe Indian
Well,
ones.
okay, it's not so much gold. It's more like this. It's like
That's fine.
It's like brown.
Yeah. It says gold in the description of it.
I don't know.
It's
Is there
like
a place
the-
I can look at these as well?
I just have all these assets
Fair.
hanging around. I mean, I can like throw up different beds and stuff that I have.
I like that blue one actually. Yeah.
The blue one? Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
blue one.
I love the idea of this guard looking real embarrassed as he walks back into the barracks or the sleeping area where the prison cells are, and the other guy's just like, hey, what happened? There was somebody at the gates, right? Where's your weapon? Did you have to drop it when you ran away? Are you injured? And he's just like, no, I'm not injured, as he like slowly turns to the side.
Avoiding anyone actually seeing the grievous wound he has.
It's just like a fucking big old slash across the ass.
Wash. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, any of the buildings and stuff, if you tell me exactly what you basically want in them, and I'm gonna I'll set them up for those things.
So we have one more building down next to Zariah in the two tents. I am tempted to recommend we give that to. Oh, Elias is here.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They're actually here for story reasons. Because you guys are going after the city Ire now that the representatives will be here.
Yes, originally from the city of Ire.
Eh.
Not technically the city itself was like from right around it, you know, the land around it.
Yeah. But that's for when you guys are you guys don't need to discuss with them at this moment. But if you want more buildings and stuff, because this place is going to expand, and I'm eventually going to expand the map even further, because there's going to
What is the
little
is this
a shrine, a druid shrine.
is it the druid
for
shrine? Oh,
gods.
Victor's not going in there. That shit.
Walks in
smells of magic.
Walks in for 3 seconds. Nope.
Just immediate pirouette.
It's like when you walk into like a hippie's house and you just smell like the like extremely strong smell of like incense or something.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Incense. Incense.
No,
That's incense that I'm smelling.
No, you get what I mean.
Yeah, in a gypsy's tent. Yeah.
Smell some coral reefs, you know?
I don't know what you're talking about. That shrine
Some
would
of that
smell like
wacky
that shrine would
tobacco.
smell like. I don't know why you associate my character trait with all druids. That shrine would smell like flowers.
I'm sorry. You think
Yes.
Victor does not engage in stereotype? Victor!
The racist Irish dwarf.
He's
You,
not
sir, have not been
racist,
paying
he's
attention.
Classist. Get it right.
Classes.
He is classist.
That
To the
means
max.
very different things.
There's like 3 acceptable classes according to Victor. And he is 2 of them.
Victor's going to get hit with the funny remove curse at max spell level.
Does remove curse require a willing creature? I don't think it does.
It does not.
I've also wondered how long it would take for when they remove curse on.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing.
Speaking
If
of
you
which-
try and it's not high enough level, you're gonna die.
Erikai specifically warned the other party because one of them was like, "Can I remove curse?" And he literally, he was like, "Don't try."
Someone asked if they could remove the curse on his sword, and I believe he threatened to kill them.
Yeah, I believe my exact words were, if you even try...
Droogan?
I like playing characters with curses, and particularly characters who like their curses, because I like the idea that curses aren't inherently bad, they're just different. It is an altered sense of oneself and soul. There are plenty of ancient myths in which one's entities have curses which they love, including Satanta, Cucullin. He had a weird curse called the Warp Spasm, which basically turned him into the Incredible Hulk from Marvel. Except his weakness was boobs. That's not a joke. His actual weakness, the thing that would turn him back into a normal person from the Incredible Hulk mode, was being flashed.
That is
Yeah, remove curse does not
Weirdly
require the
funny.
creature to be willing.
Is there a save?
No.
Yeah, so it's just a question of...
level.
Are you casting it at a high enough level? Because if you're casting it at a high enough level, he'll remember his old life and he'll say thank you. If you don't have a high enough level, he's going to turn around and try to kill you.
Yeah, and removing the curse from hubris has dire consequences.
Oh yeah, you're effectively killing his wife. So even if you are successful, he still
He's
tries
not
to
gonna-
kill you.
Even if you are successful, there's no curse stopping him or making him want to kill you now. He just,
just
wants
still wants
to.
You're unadulterated rage.
Congratulations, you have activated infinite rage.
You have
god.
you have awoken the unforgiving.
Whomst hath awakened the Almighty One?
It's just like as somebody on the other side of the camp slowly gets up, it's like, I think somebody just fucked up. Some like level 2 diviner wizard somewhere goes, oh shit, what the fuck just happened?
I'm just imagining if and when it ever does happen and any this party comes back to the camp and Erikai's like area is just either partially destroyed or like completely abandoned and there's like either like bodies
It's like a
nearby,
pulverized dead cleric.
and then he's also just gone.
Honestly, feels likely. Just some random cleric's like, hey, you mind giving me a magic mace? He's like, yeah, sure. And the cleric's like, oh, your sword is cursed. Let me fix that for you.
How dare you? And then he would be going on a quest to figure out how to get his wife back again.
Well, I would assume removing the curse from his sword would just release his wife's soul.
Yes, to her warlock patron, who then eats her.
Oh,
She was a warlock.
Yeah.
that's problematic.
Yeah, she was a warlock, so if she dies, or rather, if she dies and her soul isn't trapped in her sword, then she fucking gets eaten by her warlock patron. That's why she had the sword in the first place. The sword's effectively just like the ring of mind shielding. When you die when you're holding it, your soul goes in.
Yeah.
Could we extract her soul and put it in a new body?
That would just be resurrection. You can, if you're holding the sword, you can resurrect her into a new body. You would just need true resurrection because her body's been destroyed.
What level spell is True Resurrection?
9.
Damn it.
I mean,
Yeah, she has no body. I think reincarnate works, but you would need to be a fucking, like, 11th level druid. And you're not a druid anymore. Not a full druid, rather.
pretty sure
Reincarnates 5th level.
I think it's 6. Maybe it's 5th level,
It's
but
fifth.
either way, you're not a high enough level druid.
Is that not also a cleric spell, though?
No, reincarnate is druid only.
Ugh.
Unless it's on nature cleric, which I don't think it is.
No, it's specifically only druid.
And bard. Everything's a bard spell.
No.
Everything is a bard spell if you try hard enough.
Okay, technically yes, if you choose magical secrets, yes, it is a bard spell, but in reality, it's just...
I believe it's also a witch spell.
I'd
have to check.
I can open up the PDF. Maybe. But effectively, so another thing I will have to say, you guys did save a bunch of prisoners, like a good huge chunk. So there are aquaddles hanging around, some gripply, some plasmoids, a bunch of kobolds, a couple gnolls, and a few dwarves as well that decided to come here anyways. The rest of them did go to their respective places, unless it was the city of Ire. They wouldn't go there, as they understand what is going on. So, the ones who could not go to an actual home came here. So, he effectively gained more citizens. Though...
We have adopted more homeless people.
Though, I will say, not all of the prisoners that were in that prison were... some of the prisoners that were in that prison were actual prisoners before the Shard Mines came in. And you did release all the prisoners. So some of them...
Look,
they weren't, like, bad things. It was more like just pickpockets, highwaymen, thieves, minor crime stuff that would have put them in the mines for work and labor. Murderers and much harsher crimes have different, not so much prison. You could talk to Elias Richter about that, as they were the judge.
Why is that funny? He is just a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where's my...
Where's
I
his
actually
jury?
can't find the witch PDF.
Nikki, where is his jury?
The jury,
You have to fucking gather a jury for each case. That case is over.
Yeah, that case is over.
That's fair.
All right, are we wrapping
Yeah,
up? What's happening here?
Sorry. Cool. So, effectively, you guys can continue, I will have to know what you guys are, gonna be... I guess we could do that next session, is the planning of what you guys are gonna do to the City of Metal, but for the most part, you guys do have a bit of, like, minor downtime you guys can spend just or building your guys' like furnishing your homes and stuff, and like raising the militia, because some of those prisoners are willing to join that militia.
I need
some
a
of them
bit
are-
of time to figure out what exactly I want to do.
I guess Victor will take this house.
Hey.
It's far enough away from the Hallow that he can feel at least a modicum of comfort.
But it's
enough.
right across the street from a druid shrine.
Yeah, close enough to hurl insults.
But also it's right next door to
Never grab
Zariah.
any old man.
You can just forget about the truth.
He's just gonna put like anti-church slogans on signs and
You know what?
poke him into his lawn.
You know what? Fuck you. I will cast fucking Hollow on the shrine.
Do you have the money for that? Also, I thought you could only maintain one at a time.
It's not her hollow spell.
It's not mine.
Oh, it's somebody else's Hallow. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The other party's Hallow. Their druid decided to spend that money just for Hallow twice. This is the second time they cast it.
Oh my god. You get fucking 1,000 gold just to spite me.
Yes.
Wow.
They actually did it to protect the area, their home mostly.
Guess what? I have 1,500 gold, bitch.
I would hallow.
You don't know how tempting it would be just to spite Victor.
I'm just wondering.
Hilariously, Hallow is one of the few like spells that can really fuck Victor up because it's a charisma save.
The only question is, what effect of Hollow would I put down?
You could make it tongues.
That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to if I was going to cast that, I wanted to cast that on Scarlia's building here.
How about silence?
So you have to be silent praying.
No, we do not induct silent prayer. What effect? Hold on, let me pull up the spell so I can look at the effects. Do not.
Roadhouse.
So, let's see. There's courage. Can't be frightened while in the area. Darkness fills the area.
I forgot to add cringe to my damage resistances.
Daylight. So, opposite of darkness. Energy protection. Be affected. Have resistance to one damage type of your choice except bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Make everybody resistant to psychic.
Everlasting rest. Bodies cannot be turned to undead.
That feels like unlikely to happen.
Extra dimensional interference.
No teleport.
No teleport, and I'm guessing if someone is an outer planar, it would affect them in some way.
No. Unless they're trying to teleport home.
Fear. Creatures become frightened while in the area.
Wait, are you actually hallowing the fucking?
Yes.
I am so tempted to. It would be really funny.
Just create a fucking web of areas Victor doesn't want to go.
Honestly, tongues makes the most sense. But again, if I was going
did we hit level 13?
We've been level 13.
No,
No,
you guys are
I'm
still
level
level
12.
12.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Why does our thing say level 13?
I don't know. That might have been an oopsie on my end.
Oh.
I think
Tongues
it
is
was
the
an oopsie.
tongues is the only one that functionally makes sense, other than like energy protection. But that doesn't that only have effects in the circle?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't carry on when we leave.
Mm-mm. It would be very, very effective to put it on like what would be in essentially the city hall eventually, for the
Right.
pro mayor to always have when people come as representatives and stuff to be always able to communicate no matter what. It would actually honestly make your guys as king, well, soon to be kingdom that you guys are basically creating.
The capital is the port city.
Yeah, you can effectively change
Congratulations.
the capitals.
Yes, but I'm thinking, which one would I cast if I wanted to fuck with Victor, other than silence?
I don't know why you would mess with Victor in general. I mean, you guys are
Well,
spiteful.
he
to me,
hurls
see.
fucking he hurls insults at me unprovoked a lot. And if he's going to avoid the funny magic circle,
I would say you would be the funniest one, to be right
What?
outside his home, daylight. Because no matter what, there is always a bright, shining light in front of his house. That is
This is such a
always
clusterfuck
there.
of magical bullshit.
That's just me.
That would be psychological warfare. You can never sleep. It is daylight. Permanently. Fuck you. But yeah, I will cast Hallow around the I guess for right now administration building, soon to be City Hall. Because I did plan to cast it with tongues anyways, so let me redo that so it actually consumes the spell slot. I had it posted just so I could read what the effects were.
Fair enough.
Do not place measured template that has already been placed. Cast spell, consume spell slot, and the effect is tongues. And let me reduce the money in my inventory. I now have 57 platinum.
Hello.
And fuck it, I guess while we're here, where do we want to plant the crystal tree?
I
What
think
seems
it would
like-
be cool to have it near the center, maybe. Well, we can't really do that.
We don't have the center of town is where all the buildings are.
Yeah.
Also, it's like valuable. We don't want people to just fucking be able to run up and grab it. I feel like it would be wise to have it somewhere more protectable.
Like the shrine.
I mean, it's your tree.
We'll plant it over here by the shrine. The shrine could have a funny tree as a treat.
Yeah, put it here in front
Yeah.
of the tent. Move the tent then.
Oh no. Oh no. Over here where there is no tent or
Okay.
door.
Sounds good. We'll put it over here. Okay.
The shrine could have a tree as a treat.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd Droogan go?
Well, Droogan's dead. Long live Droogan.
Oh, I heard them dying for a moment.
Yes.
I think they were switching.
Yeah. My brain is shutting down currently.
That is fair.
Because we've been going
Now,
for
now it is
for
time
like
to
3
plan
hours.
where I will have my funny fruit orchards.
There we go. Now Victor has a bed too.
There is no bed, there is tub in my house.
There is tub. No bed, only water. Hey. Alright. I think we'll have to simmer down anyways. It was only the two of you know. Because it was a slower session today since we didn't have everybody. But I think we got most of the things that you guys wanted to get done, but we also have a little bit more planning to do, so that's fine. Thank you all for joining us for today's session of Curse of the Icefields. And also, thank you so much, Demon Lord Gradim, for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hello. Also, thank you for the resubscriptions, both Stand and Tenacity. Thank you. I really do appreciate all the follows and subscriptions and resubs and all that. It really helps me grow and I love you all. Hugs. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for
See you all.
watching.
See you all next time. Bye.
Bye.